Hi everyone. Um, so this week, just to address the different prompts, when I do my discussion posts, I do them at my desk in my apartment, or sometimes I'll do them at my office here on campus. Just kind of depends what day I get around to doing it, but usually at a desk, just because I feel more proactive when I sit at desks, I guess. Um, and then I don't think she posted the Leaving Isn't Easy podcast. That's probably for next week, I'm assuming. But to address the why include BDSM question, and why she chose to include it in lecture, um, I think BDSM is actually like something really important to discuss, um, especially with clients that may have like issues with self-esteem or like trust in a relationship, because BDSM can actually be like a very enlightening and like sexually enhancing experience. um, and I think that BDSM can also play a huge role in the counseling relationship, because oftentimes sex is still a little bit taboo for people to talk about. It's not necessarily the most comfortable subject, just because people, it's your private time. It's like the things that you do behind closed doors when no one's watching, and it can be uncomfortable to discuss. So um, it's important for us to be aware and to be open about those types of things, especially because BDSM can be misconstrued as a form of like self-degradation or self-injury. I've heard that often, that people that engage in BDSM aren't truly masochists, they just hate themselves, which is a really interesting perspective on this type of uh, like sexuality. But I think BDSM is more so about the pleasure and the enjoyment of the act. It enhances like the way that you trust your partner and the way that you engage in sex with your partner. Um, and with the pain aspect, because of the way that people say that it is self-injurious, pain is usually perceived as something that can be sexualized through BDSM. People don't really feel pain the same way that they do, uh, like as if you got a paper cut, than if you were experiencing pain during sex. So it's a very interesting, like kind of neurological process that goes on when you start to include painful or like restricting acts within your sex life. Um, but for the people that do it and they do it in a safe and consensual manner, it can be very enjoyable. So I think it's important to understand people that engage in BDSM are not like crazy or have like some kind of mental illness, or they like to hurt themselves, or they self-injure or things like that. I think it's just understanding that everyone has their kinks, and some people are interested in some things that you might not necessarily agree with or be interested in, but you have to respect that everyone's a little bit different, and we all have things that get us going, and we all have things that just kind of weird us out, and it's okay to be either way on the spectrum as long as you respect it. So those are my thoughts. That's why I think we should discuss BDSM, because it's cool and it's different. So thanks.